wanna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight, 'cause that'll be the life. I'm gonna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight, 'cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life.
Hello again and welcome to episode 55 of Main Street Martin and the final part of our latest trip to the Portuguese island of Madeira. In previous episodes we've visited Walt Disney World and other theme parks, taken breaks in cities like Lisbon, Porto, Vienna and Salzburg, and cruised on MSC, Princess and Carnival ships to places like Grand Turk, Marseille, Gibraltar, Bruges, Rome, Naples and Athens. Don't forget that you can still check out all of those previous episodes, including those cruises, right here on this channel. And if you enjoy any of the videos, please make sure you click on the like button, ring that notification bell to be informed of any future videos, and please subscribe if you can. In the first two parts of this series, we gave you an introduction to our hotel, the city of Funchal, and attractions like the Mont Palace Gardens after travelling from Birmingham with Tui and staying at the Tui Blue Madeira Gardens. This time, we're going to start the episode with one of the must-do experiences in Funchal. Originally a quick way of getting down to Funchal for people living in Mont, these toboggan sledges have been running since 1850. Today they attract thousands of tourists every year who want to slide at high speed on narrow winding streets back down to the city after visiting Mont Palace Gardens or other attractions high above Funchal. These two-seater wicker sledges glide on wooden runners, pushed and steered by two men traditionally dressed in white cotton clothes and a straw hat, using their rubber-soled boots as brakes. This high-speed 2-kilometre downhill journey to the Livramento district of Funchal takes about 10 minutes at speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. It's fast and exciting, but safe, and the only way to descend after exploring everything Mont has to offer. We walked the rest of the way into the centre of Funchal and spent the day exploring before returning to our hotel. The next morning we decided to visit the botanical gardens. Remember, you can take a second cable car to these gardens from Mont Palace, but we ran out of time the previous day, so we decided to take the bus this time, and it was both easy and inexpensive. So a couple of days later, and because we couldn't fit the botanical gardens in the other day, we decided to get the bus here today. We got a bus into Funchal, and then the 29 brings you just round the corner from the main entrance here, so you don't have to go up and down on the cable cars. You can come straight here by bus for just €2. Now, like most of Funchal, the garden is etched into the hillside, and unfortunately forest fires in 2016 took their toll on the orchids. But there is still a lot to discover, with scenic lookouts, plantations of tropical and subtropical fruits like papaya, avocado, coffee and sugarcane, imaginative topiaries and a wide range of succulent plants. Now, the idea of building the Madeira Botanical Gardens goes back to the 17th century, but it didn't become a reality until 1960. With an area of approximately 8 hectares, 5 of which are landscaped, this green space has a wide variety of species of trees and ornamental shrubs. There's an area with orchids, lawns, viewpoints with wide views over Madeira's capital, and there's an amphitheatre. Now, the gardens house more than 2,000 exotic plants from continents, some of which are endangered in their places of origin. Due to the increasing loss of biodiversity and habitats all over the world, this space has also become a research and conservation area with the mission of preserving endangered species. Quinta de Bom Sucesso, home to the Madeira Botanical Gardens, was established in 1881 by the Reed family and eventually opened to the public, allowing visitors to enjoy what is a world tour of the plant kingdom, and also you get a chance to visit the Natural History Museum and the Herbarium. Back in the centre of Funchal, down by the waterfront, there was a basketball tournament taking place. In fact, there was always something going on each and every day we were there, and a little later on we'll show you a rollerblade competition that was taking place as well. So it's well worth checking out the calendar of events when you're staying in Funchal to find out what's going on. Next, we decided to explore the Rua Santa Maria. East to west through Funchal's Zona Velha is a lovable cobblestone street, along with a corridor of houses with painted doors. Rua Santa Maria was one of the first plotted in Funchal and is rooted in the 15th century. Now it's a go-to destination for shopping and dining. Back in 2010 the street was hit by floods, and as part of the regeneration scheme in the city they started the Art of Open Doors project. So, livening up the route now are fanciful and brightly coloured doors painted with real skill. Madeira is well famous for its excellent regional products, largely due to the extraordinary fertility of its soils combined with the subtropical climate there. The farmers' market, which occupies a prominent place in the centre of Funchal, can be defined as a living museum where the freshness of all those products is visible for everyone to see. The market has been here since 1940 and is a very big part of everyday life for the people who live here, but it's also now a must for visitors as well. It's full of bustle and joy. The colours, the aromas, the people and the architecture is absolutely fascinating, and if you have some time to spare, it's well worth visiting. There is so much to do in Funchal, and even more if you explore the rest of the island. We didn't have time to visit the Madeira Film Experience, the Cristiano Ronaldo Museum, the Jesuits College, or any number of lookout points. And there are also companies here offering 4x4 and paragliding adventures, or you could hire a car and drive the scenic road to Corral de Freiras, a village situated on the walls of a canyon. Amongst our highlights was the Santa Clara Convent and its rare peak at Madeira in the 15th century, and the many gardens including Mont Palace and the Botanical Gardens. So with so much more to see and do, it's another place that we'd certainly like to return to. But I'm afraid that's it for now from Funchal in Madeira. We'll be back soon with more cruises, holidays, city breaks and day trips. But in the meantime, take a look at the other videos on the channel featuring Caribbean and Mediterranean cruises, plus our visits to eco parks and theme parks in Mexico, the United States and Europe. And you'll also find city breaks in the UK and Europe, as well as short breaks providing top tips, hints and ideas. Remember, if you enjoy any of the videos, you can always help the channel by clicking on the like button, ringing that notification bell and subscribing. And make sure you join me, Martin Ballard, next time for episode 56 of Main Street Martin.
I'm gonna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a class to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight. Is that all?